Hey everyone, CCG Collector here, and I've got, as you can see, a Star Wars Destiny Spirit of Rebellion booster box. Now, unlike the Awakenings expansion, you can actually find stock of this one in stores, though it is quickly going. The game store that I purchased this one from got 12 booster boxes on Thursday, May the 4th, when this got released for the first time. And by the time I went to purchase this from them, they were down to 3. This was one of the 3. Another one was opened with booster packs available for purchase. So here's what I've got. Now I think I'm going to either open 10 of these or until I get 2 legendaries, whichever comes last. So you're guaranteed 10 booster packs and you're guaranteed 2 legendaries. And that is the nice thing about buying a booster box instead of booster packs, that you are guaranteed in here 6 legendary cards out of the 36 packs available. And that is kind of what accounts for the rarity distribution being what it is. With 5 cards in each pack, 3 being common, 1 being uncommon, and 1 being rare or legendary, it's tempting to say that uncommon is just a rare without a die, but technically speaking, every booster box contains 3 times 36, 108 commons, 36 uncommons, 30 rares, and 6 legendaries. So legendaries are slightly, rares are slightly rarer than uncommons, but not by a lot. So I'm just going to go through these quickly. I'm not going to read off the commons. I will point out the uncommons and the rares, and we'll see what we get. Now, I had mentioned that this was a, Maz's Castle. I like that one. And TIE Pilot. I like that one too. Fantastic. So we're off to a really good start here. We got +1, +2, +3. Let's see. Focus, resource, and blank. Cool. Trying to keep this clean over here. So I mentioned that you can actually find product of Star Wars Spirit of Rebellion, Destiny Spirit of Rebellion, as opposed to Awakenings, where it's very hard to do so. And the reason for that, of course, is just that Fantasy Flight Games had no idea how this thing would sell. Apparently, when they did their, when they checked to see, hey, what's the interest going to be like for this? Oh, Darth Vader, Baby Vader, I think he's called. When they checked to see what the interest level was for this before releasing the game, it was not super high. It didn't really fill them with confidence that this would be a hit, the hit that it was, the smash hit that it was. But to be fair, no one had done a Star Wars collectible card game for probably 15 years up until this point. Obviously, Decipher lost the license to the Star Wars CCG back in 2001-ish. There was a Young Jedi, of course, but that was around that time. There was, here's a legendary, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Mysterious Hermit. Cool. Make sure the die is right. 3, 1 resource, 2 focus, 1 focus, and a blank. Awesome. So you had Star Wars CCG, you had Young Jedi, you had, what was it called? The Jedi Knights, where they used kind of CGI imagery for all the cards. And I think Wizards of the Coast made a Star Wars trading card game right after Decipher lost the license to the brand. But since then, there haven't been any truly collectible card games. There have been living card games, which Fantasy Flight did produce. But that combined with Makashi training, okay? But the fact that the market for a Star Wars CCG was so far gone, so far removed from the production of this, plus the rather unique take on it of not just a card game, but a card and dice game, made it very hard to gauge how this would be received. Like I said, as it turned out, it was a smash hit. I wasn't able to find, I like Rebel Assault, I wasn't able to find many booster packs for this game, the Awakenings expansion, for probably 2 months after it was originally released. And even now, we're all still waiting for the reprint in May 25th, I believe, late May, that the reprint will be coming out. Here, fortunately, they do have stock available. And when Awakenings comes out in May 25th or late May or whenever it was, C-3PO. Okay, I like that. So when Awakenings comes out, then we should get a second wave of Spirit of Rebellion as well. And that's really great for me because, unfortunately, I wanted to like this game and I wanted to play this game a lot, but you see me open tons of booster packs, sure, but I just do not have the cards I need for the play sets that would make for powerful decks. I mean, I only pulled one Electroshock out of all the packs I opened, one Holdout Blaster, both staples, cheat and supply line, okay. Not a lot of characters that I could use, certainly not to make them elite. So I had quite a bit of trouble getting into the game. Everyone I played against had a better deck than I did, just because they had more. One of my coworkers, who was also really into the game, he bought, I think, 4 booster boxes outright, and then he bought singles to supplement what he had. And, I mean, with me, with maybe about 2.5 booster boxes worth of cards, Rebel Commando, how are you going to compete with that? So he went to Worlds, did okay. I stayed home and did just fine myself. But yeah, that's where we stand here. And the nice thing is, booster boxes are available now, and I can buy them now. And the nice thing about getting a booster box is that you are guaranteed those 6 legendary cards. If you're just trying to do booster packs, who knows? You might get lucky, you might get a legendary every other pack. Or you might get unlucky and get a, Delta 7 Interceptor, a legendary every, well, in my case, every 9 packs. And there's just no way to say. So that is kind of the downside to doing a booster box, that there's no longer the surprise factor of, ooh, will I get a legendary or will I not get a legendary? Instead, the question is, what legendaries will I get and when will I get them? But I think that's fair. Maybe not be as fun from a booster opening standpoint, but it's certainly more fun from a collecting standpoint. Temmin Snap Wexley. Well, all I can say right now, after 10 packs and only 1 legendary, I am darn glad I did not buy packs from this box, but I bought the box outright, and you guys are going to have some legendary packed booster opening videos in the future. But like I said, until I find 2 legendaries or I open 10 packs, whichever comes last. So it seems that the 2 legendaries is going to come last. I'm running out of room on my playmat here. There we go. Salvage stand. I'm running out of stuff to talk about too. I hit both the topics I wanted to, so I better hope this legendary comes up quick. Scrap buy, okay, and Outer Rim Smuggler. Now that is one of the cards that got a day 1 Errata, I don't know how it's pronounced, from Fantasy Flight Games, because it says after you play the last hand from your card, oh my goodness, after you play the last card from your hand, gain 1 resource. The problem is you can combo that with certain cards that let you play the last card in your hand, get a card back in your hand, play that card, gain the other resource, get a card back in your hand, play the card, get a resource, and so on, infinite loop until you have as many resources as you would like. So that was one card that they corrected. The other was Hyperspace Jump. And with Hyperspace Jump, they said that after you use, because there was a combo called the Hyper Loop, you would take Millennium Falcon. Its special was you play a yellow event from either your hand or your discard pile for free. And then, you know, and that was that. So what you could do is with Throne Room, which is one of the battlefields, Force Push, still no legendary. Oh, can you imagine if I had tried to purchase booster packs from this? That would have been so sad. But you guys are getting a great video here. So what you would do is you would claim Throne Room. You would claim Throne Room. You would use that to activate the special on Millennium Falcon. That would let you pull Hyperspace Jump from your discard pile for free. You would use that to take control of the battlefield. Well, I mean, you already had taken control of the battlefield. Swap the battlefield with the one not in play if you chose. And then you would end the turn right there. So you get the advantage that you want. You claim the battlefield, get the Hyperspace Jump to force your opponent to end his turn as well. And then you can do that all over again. So the errata for that is simply Command Shuttle. No legendaries! Where are my legendaries? Where are my legendaries? I'm running out of room. Fantasy Flight, come on. Get some more legendaries in the front of your booster boxes. So the errata then was Hyperspace Jump after you use this, remove it from the game. Or in their game terms, put it in the set-aside pile or set-aside zone. And the idea is that anyone using Hyperspace Jump as it was meant to be used is only going to use it the one time anyway, not with Millennium Falcon. And anyone using it to try to do the loop, the Hyperloop, now can only do it the one time. The same friend that I had mentioned who had Planetary Uprising, good card, and Lightsaber Pike. I mean, I'm not misreading these, right? Rare, legendary. Oh boy, I'm hoping they're all crammed in the back, otherwise I'm going to be very disappointed in this booster box. But the same friend who bought those 4 booster boxes of Awakenings and bought another 4 of Spirit of Rebellion, so he's, you know, ahead of the game, thought that they should have errated Millennium Falcon instead. The reason being that it's Millennium Falcon's ability that's broken, that you can, when they release another yellow event that now has similar looping properties, that's going to be, that's going to take advantage of that ability, and you're going to have to errata that all over again. And he said that Millennium Falcon should just be, play it from your hand or discard pile. If you played it from your discard pile, remove it from the game afterward. So, I don't know. Aura Singh, Deadly Shot. I already have her, so now she's elite. That's great. Oh, man. But no legendaries. So, whatever. Fantasy Flight Games' reasoning was that Millennium Falcon is a legendary card, so why errata the legendary card that's already supposed to be really good when it has plenty of legitimate reasons that aren't Hyperloop? Why not errata the uncommon, which is only, with their changed wording, only being a problem for those trying to manipulate the rules there? Your eyes can deceive you. Is this it? This is it. Slave 1. For 4, it is a vehicle, yellow vehicle. 2 ranged, 3 ranged, 4 ranged to a resource, and a special that says force an opponent to deal damage to their characters equal to the number of dice in their dice pool, distributed as they wish. So, there it is, folks. We opened 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 booster packs of a 36 booster box. And we got 2 legendaries. So, of the remaining, 19? We're going to have 4 legendaries. 1 every 5 packs. I mean, I guess technically the math still works out. So, whatever. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one. I mean, I certainly enjoy having all these cards now to add to my pool. So, thank you so much for watching, sticking with me. Hopefully you learned something new. Otherwise, hopefully you had a good time. I'm the CCG Collector. I'll see you all next time.